Hey lovers, the mother here. Welcome to Panic the Mother Loves Company from Panic HQ Ibiza. Welcome lovers. We're going to get our ducks in a row today. So, we were meant to launch in September. It's fucked it basically. So we shot a collection, done the e-com, we've done the product shots, and we're launching next week. But this was meant to be done in September to avoid the shit show that is currently happening, which is me absolutely overwhelmed and stressed out. But it's all learning. The overwhelm is the ducks in the row vibe is because if I need to be more ahead of the work that I am ahead of, if that makes any sense. You need to work so far in advance. But I've had to take the time to build a team and to get all these fucking ducks in a row. So what's ended up happening is it's all come to a massive pile of ducks. I haven't taken my own advice and done it one step at a time. And now we're here doing this. The collection launches next week. And there's quite a few shit shows that's happened with production that I didn't expect to happen naively, because I thought if you send a tech pack out to someone and it's detailed, they're going to follow it. But no. My production company went on a side quest and thought, we're going to add a fucking roll neck to this second skins top and we're going to completely change the fucking design. So we had to quickly edit all the samples, all get them ready for the shoot. And it's just been it's fine. It's what happens and it's all learning. But this is what I need to learn how to move forward with. And this is why I'm so adamant on this whole one thing at a time rather than everything being a fucking mess. These whole never-ending to-do lists have just served me nothing now. And I've realised a to-do list needs to be functional and priority. So we're going to get our fucking ducks in a row. Lovers, let's get our fucking ducks in a row. I go on about ducks in a row all the time, and you're probably all like, what the hell? Look, I just love mini objects. That's where this comes from. I like collecting mini things. And I use my ducks in a row thing is basically how I try and deal with overwhelm, organising, and just generally getting my shit together. Whether it's my faults, my mental, or whether it's things that I actually have to do. So I struggle immensely with almost like a brain block. I think it's very common with ADHD and autism, but it's also very common in normal people. So I basically started using ducks to organise my brain. And this basically how I see it is that most of the time, most people's brains, faults, things they have to do. And this really can vary from work to being a parent to fucking you want to go to the gym and you want to start a whole new fucking body routine of getting fit, getting healthy. When we have all of our faults that are just fucking all on top of each other in a big mess, it is very hard to climb out of this. It's really hard to understand the steps that you need to take to get results that you need to do. So for me, I use it like this. So every day there's continuous things I have to do within Panic the Mother. It is a shit show of swinging from one thing to the other. One of the hardest things I find about being the founder is that I can't just stick to one job role. Ideally, I would just be the creative and that's it. But that's not where I'm at the moment. I don't have a business partner. If anyone wants to be my business partner, by the way, you can approach me. I'm going to regret saying that, I know. But I kind of mean it. I mean it. It's a lot. So basically, what do we do when our brain is fucking scrambling and we get so stressed out, we end up getting anxious, we need to get our fucking ducks in a row. So I start by literally getting a handful of my ducks and I'll be like, okay, what have I got to do today? Not what have I got to do in a month? Like, stop with these fucking to-do lists that are like a month long. It's fucking insanity why you never end up achieving anything. Just today. If you want to do a week one and break it down into days, we're good with that too. But you literally get one duck, and it could be the most simple thing depending what it is you're trying to achieve. So for me, it's locking in on focus time. If someone in my team needs me to do something, I am very bad for dancing around it and going to do a bit of it and then a bit of something else, because then I get an email and then I get this. So I try and just sort my life out. So things like using it at work, getting these ducks in a cute roll, just basically doing things one step at a time. A duck a day, a win, you know? Stop trying to change everything so much. Just one tiny thing. I feel like I'm really pushing my boundaries here. Look, right. We're going to stick with 3. I know my limits, okay? Play it safe here. Oh, they need to be neat and tidy, for fuck's sake. You need to do one thing at a time. I think the best thing that I can think of is using this. And it's generally, you fucking use what you want. I love ducks, okay? That's just what I kind of feel about it, is when we get overwhelmed with thoughts, we're not going to achieve anything. So whether it's your mental health, like taking action definitely is the biggest defense against depression, anxiety, and things like that. So if you can just do one little thing, that's not scary, is it? Is that scary? It's not scary. But I'm talking to primary school class. Is that scary? A tiny duck is not scary, okay? One thing at a time. I think the world is a very overwhelming place at the moment, or in general, and we're doing more and more things, and it's impossible to stay consistent and congruent if you're trying to do all these things, okay? So I literally have blocks of different things, and I generally put ducks in a row at my desk when I'm working. So anyone around me will know that I literally legitimately do that. And then you get a reward after, and it's a really cute reward, because I'm like, done that, put that there, done that. And you need to start believing in yourself that you can do these kind of things. When it comes to being overwhelmed and organising your thoughts, like, it's probably one of my biggest battles, is this panic of like, this brain freeze of how I'm going to move forward and do all these things. But it's because I'm my worst fucking own enemy. I create so much stuff for me to do in such an unorganised manner that I have to slow down. I have to think about how am I going to put things into like being organised and achieving things. So even think simple things like sticking to a routine. We all want to better ourselves. Like, it might be you're trying to stick to a new routine at the gym, or getting up at a certain time. Like, it's that thing of just categorising it into what you're trying to achieve and doing one thing at a time. You know, when people say it takes 30 days to build a new habit, I think they're lying to you, okay? It takes longer. I think it takes longer. But how I like to view habits, I'm very visual, no shit, of how I do my brain. Organise my brain. Forming a new habit is basically forming new neural pathways, and just see it as a line that's going back and forth, simple as that, really quick. And you want to cut one and start another. So the more you start the other, the more the other one will fade. So instead of thinking, I've just got to do it this week, I've just got to do that, just do one day at a time. And one day it just won't be a thing. You just will be a person that gets up at a certain time. You will be a person that has your shit together. So organising your thoughts, getting your fucking ducks in a row, is taking accountability for your own life, for your own habits, for your own lack of discipline. Oh, sorry, but you know you can be naughty. Okay, it's so important. Like, anytime I'm in a problematic stage of my life, it's because I'm drifting. I'm not taking any responsibility, and I'm probably being a bit like blamey, a bit like, oh, it's all right for them because they're not having to do all of the stuff that I have to do. No one fucking cares. I chose to do this shit show of a business. No one cares, you know? Be responsible. No one fucking cares. To other people, the best thing you can do is sort your shit out, okay? It's a fucking ducks in a row, babe, okay? Sort it out, one thing at a time. And I've even, where's the bag? Oh my god, I got me and my children to do this, right? When you buy something from us, which you will. I really hope you will. Everyone's going to receive a tiny bag of ducks. You've got 3 red ducks here and 3 black ducks, so you can all get your fucking ducks in a row. There's no excuse, okay? So, I mean, I just think that people just need to just try and relax and be kind to themselves and think, I can fucking have a good attitude. I can do this. Let's move forward positively. Let's sort our shit out. Let's get our fucking ducks in a row. I hope you like your ducks, by the way, everyone. Lovers, welcome to the Panic Hotline, the most unhelpful helpline you're ever gonna love. I'm about to turn 40 and I'm single. I'm scared I'll be alone forever. Because I struggle with mental and physical health, which makes it really hard for me to work. That's why I run my jewellery business. But it's not bringing in what I dreamed of. Been working on this for 8 years. I'm scared I'm never going to meet someone. I don't want to be alone forever. Is there any hope for women over 40? I feel like I wrote that in. Oh my God, look. Oh my God. I get it, okay? However, there's a lot that I would pick up with that mindset more than anything. And a brilliant news here is what I would suggest, because I have moments like this. I'm 41, I'm single. I've been single for like 6 years. I've been a single mama for like 10 years. I get it. I do have children though. So that is a blessing, I guess, in the context of you saying you don't have children. Children are hugely overrated though. So I would let go of that thing unless that's something you basically, if you want children because you want children, but if you want children because everyone's having children, then just knock that one on the head and not worry about it. But the key thing here is everything that you've said is putting it on outside power. So it's a lot easier to victim yourself and go because this, Y, Z, because then you're giving all your power to other problems rather than looking at yourself and going, actually, I could make this the best fucking life. Let me tell you, most people that are married with children are not happy. Sorry, Savvy. Newly married. But generally it's not what you seem. So what you're looking at with your mates that are looking like they've got this amazing setup, careers, babies, husbands, all this stuff, it will not be that rosy. And I know that because I have friends that say to me, oh my God, you're so lucky, you had all your kids young, you're on the home stretch, you're single. And it's it's a pretty good situation. I've got an amazing setup, to be honest. So I do feel there's a lot of pressure to conform without actually going, do I want all these things, or is it because society tells me I should? And the age thing, don't waste a second about your age, because in 5 years' time you'll look back and go, for fuck's sake, I was such a baddie, I was so hot, I looked amazing, and I had all this opportunity, but I spent so much time worrying about the stuff I don't have rather than focusing on what I do have and how to improve it. So if you want to go in on your jewelry business, which sounds amazing, by the way, absolutely you should do that. And if you do want to find someone, make sure that you are putting your best self out there when you're looking for someone. Otherwise you're going to attract utter fuckboys and people that are not going to align with you. So it really goes back to working on yourself, being your best self, living your best life, and you will attract people that want to be around you. How to stop making myself smaller for others' comfort. Stavy, did you write in? Okay, so I don't personally subscribe to this, but I definitely would have done. Making yourself smaller is basically not feeling, okay, so how I take this is you don't feel confident to speak up about what you really want in your life, relationship or work. And you're going with the flow, okay? I am not a go with the flow person. That I don't have that chill, and I think people think it's cool to be like, oh, I'm so chill, I just go with the flow. No, I'm not chill, and I don't go with the flow, and I openly will say that because I don't want people around me that want someone that just goes with the flow. So maybe think about how you're presenting yourself to other people. This is going to be hard and annoying to hear, but ultimately, if you are making yourself small to fit around other people's wants and desires, so this is a you problem. but it's a learnt behaviour. I was the worst for people pleasing. Like, it was ridiculous. I would bend and mould myself into other people's lives when people should have gone, Claire, no. Go home, Claire. But they didn't, because people tend to be comfortable with having that kind of behaviour around them. But really, you need to stop and say, actually, the only person that is benefit from my lack of boundaries and from me making myself small for other people are the other people that you're doing it for. So I would really work on why you're behaving like this in the first place, where are your trigger points for this, and work on how to move forward. You should be fucking big, take up all the room, and the right people that love you for that will be around you. Fuck them. How can I succeed if I'm a messy, chaotic creator? I find it so hard to stay disciplined. Yeah, I can relate to that, definitely. I mean, my brain bounces around everywhere, and I'm always ringing people that are on my team with a sudden idea, or I'm literally getting death stared at the moment. But I do that, but the thing is, though, that is part of having a very creative brain. It's part of autism and ADHD. And I feel that by now my team are used to that and know that somewhere in that there's some fucking good golden nuggets that we do pull out from that. No? Hello? So you don't want to change that, but you do want to get better at organising yourself and staying motivated, because you want to see these things through. And there's been things that I've overcommitted to that I haven't seen through. Like today, there was a few things. And it happens, and it doesn't make you feel nice when you don't commit to stuff you say you're going to do. So in ways of being chaotic, is that just an excuse for bad behaviour, that you're not sorting yourself out? I would think about getting your ducks in a row, and that's why I really subscribe to this random thing. Is, for example, okay, your brain, you're chaotic. This is you at the moment. Shit show, babe, okay? Much better if you were like, okay, I've just got one duck today, and it's just going to be to finish this task. And then tomorrow I've got this duck to do. And then before you know it, you might be smashing through 2 ducks a day. I feel like that was the wrong terminology there. And then you've got your ducks in a row. And it's just a lot better to have this organised. And you can have that. How nice is that? How chaotic is that? I feel just pleasant. This just is good for my brain. This is really pleasant. Yeah, you need to, it's an excuse. No excuses. Okay, we're all chaotic. I can be crazy chaotic, but I have to pull myself in and say, if I want to achieve anything, I'm going to have to make myself be more organised. And there's so many help and techniques out there for chaotic brains. You know, I don't know if with the mental stuff of organising your thoughts, this is how I would do it. Every day you have a plan of what you're going to achieve, and just make them small, actionable steps, so you get a nice little duck in a row rather than a fucking shit show of ducks all over the place. Why is the news filled with so much itchy noise? Mother, make it stop. I mean, I don't even... Look, rightly or wrongly, it crosses my mind that I don't use my platform to talk about a lot of these things, because my theory is you're going to feel a lot better if I talk about positive things or actionable steps for your mental health, or stuff that hopefully makes you feel comforted and you've had a break from your mental. But at the same time, there's part of me that feels that I'm not addressing it. I don't want people to think I don't give a fuck about the state of our world. The state of our world is horrific. And I am an incredibly empathetic person. Of course, it upsets me. I fucking can't drive past a dead cat on the road without crying and thinking about his mum and his fucking brothers. It just fucking kills me. So I'm so affected by it, and I get it. Like, I wish I could make it stop. Put me in Parliament. That would be the answer to that one. Fucking get rid of all these old fucking white men and put me in Parliament, where everyone will have ducks, love in their heart. Our country's a shit show. All the country's a shit show, and it's scary and it's alarming, and it's such an overwhelming world. And I hope that I bring some kind of humour. I do use humour a lot, so don't be offended. My coping mechanism is humour. Like, I literally got some quite bad health news the other day, and I laughed. at my consultant, who was like, that's not funny. It is a little bit, because what the fuck else are we going to do? So I'm sorry. I honestly feel we shouldn't consume as much of the bollocks that's on social media, because it makes us very fearful to even leave our houses, and we're missing out on the fact that there's some bloody amazing things in our world. There's some bloody amazing people that are doing amazing things, but that doesn't make the news. But in general, I'm sorry, babe, that this isn't very helpful, because I'm not in government. Lovers, thanks for being here. Send in your unhinged dilemmas to the Panic Hotline. Support us by subscribing and sharing.